Hi guys, it's Kelly. Did you miss me? Because I am back. Last week there was no video because I had a crazy Tuesday, but this week I am back. And so it is my week to talk about a job, but I want to take a small pause and tell you something. So one of my friends was like, why did you work at so many hair salons? And so I said, oh, you don't know? Well, so in case you didn't understand, I wanted to explain it to you too. So I really thought I was going to be a hairstylist, and the opportunity arose in the county I live in. They have vocational training at several of the different high schools, and one of them was near me, and the opportunity arose that I could take a cosmetology class there my junior and senior years. So I'd go to some classes in the morning, and then I would take a bus from my alternative school over to another high school called Marshall High School in Falls Church, Virginia. And I would take a bus over there, and I took cosmetology. I walked into that class the first time, and I was basically the only white person in there. Like, I mean, white. Like, I date white guys mostly, and I listen to pop and country and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh. It was the first time in my life I had ever been a minority. And I thought about that, and I thought a lot of white people, they have never experienced being a minority. And I think it is an experience that every white person should have in their life. Like, until you have been the minority and understand what it feels like to be the only person in that room that is white, that is this, then you don't get it to an extent. And so it was a total different culture and culture shock. And so my parents bought me the kit, this over $100 kit with all this stuff in it. And the first or second day of class, I left it at school and it got stolen. And I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to tell my parents. I didn't want to admit it. So at first, I just had such a bad self-esteem that at first I just told my teacher, oh, I forgot it. Until my teacher finally said, was it stolen? And I'm like, yeah. And then my self-esteem, my depression, my feelings of self-worth, all of that combined, I just didn't buy another one. And that put me behind in class. I would just use extra stuff all the time. But this is what I remember from the class. We would sit around and listen to the rap station, WPGC, and there was this DJ on at LBD, and all the girls would talk about how hot they felt like LBD must be and things like that. And then once I saw LBD in a hotel, and he was a short, fat, white guy with a mullet, but the girls in my class were convinced he was a smooth brother. I'm sure he is. But he's also a short, fat, white guy with a mullet. At least he was back then. And I remember that every Sunday night at home, I had to watch the shows In Living Color and Martin. Like, I had to. Like, had to. Like, it would be like currently if I didn't watch The Walking Dead live. Like, the next day, we would sit around class and we would talk all about everything that happened on Martin, and all about everything that happened in Living Color. And like, if you didn't watch Martin and In Living Color, I mean, what were you going to talk about on Monday? I mean, seriously. So we would sit around in class, goof off. These older ladies would come in a couple times a week and get sets, of course. And besides that, we did each other's hair, did each other's makeup, sat around and goofed off. And I think the teacher didn't really quite know what to do with me. Like, I was the only white girl, and white hair is something totally different. And there was one other white girl that dated white guys that listened to like pop and country. And I remember she wasn't there that long because she dropped out and got a job at Hair Cuttery. And I thought, oh my gosh, what an idiot. Hair Cuttery? Oh no, I'm going to get a job at a much better salon than that. And now I think, man, that girl was smarter than the rest of us. So I just never felt good about doing hair. I felt horrible about it. I felt like I was the worst one in the class. I really felt that way. And before I taped this video last week, I was talking to one of my friends and I told her, I really suck. Like, I suck at doing hair. And her and I talked for a long time. And I realized something, that I was in the wrong place at the wrong time, that maybe I don't suck at doing hair, that maybe I was just in the wrong class, and no one told me anything like, if you just graduate from something like that with that many hours, you still need to go to additional school. Like, I just wanted to graduate from high school and make tons of money and move out and get an apartment. I mean, that's how it works, right? I just didn't want to take the harder road. And when I heard you're going to have to go to additional schooling, I'm like, no, I can just bounce right into a salon. But I just didn't have the confidence, and I wasn't there. I didn't go to another hair school. And I also realized later that even if I had got a job at a nice hair salon and I had gone to another hair school, then they would have still put me through additional training. Like, getting to the top hair salon is not easy, and it doesn't just come right out of school. And so I thought all about that, and I thought, you know what? I was just in the wrong class, the wrong hair school for becoming a hairstylist. Like, if I wanted, I was thinking I could go to hair school currently. I could become a hairstylist right now. So that's something to think about. Will I do that? I don't know. But in order to find out, you're going to have to subscribe and watch my videos, right? So anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.